Meg Whitman's bid to become the Republicans' nominee for governor seems to be a virtual certainty. Her closest challenger is barely on the radar screen. Whitman is in San Diego today. She sat down with KUSI's Steve Bosch, who joins us now with more. Steve?
Alan, a lot of voter discontent out there. And the last time we saw this level of voter discontent was 2003 when Gray Davis was recalled in favor of Arnold Schwarzenegger. Well, Meg Whitman appears to have tapped into that voter anger.
Hi, Robin.
Meg Whitman is equally efficient at running an $8 billion company like eBay or working a room for votes like this gathering at the Chamber of Commerce. When I sat down with her, I wanted to know how she would be more effective than Arnold, who also had business skills. She said Arnold's skill was in investing.
I have balanced budgets for a living. I have hired people. I have built consensus. I have gotten things done in a very large-scale organization.
Voter discontent is rooted in the high unemployment rate, the endless budget battles and impasses, and passing innocuous bills, like the Assembly today declaring the first week of March KUSI-free week.
Virtually none of which was on point to the crisis we face in the state. So let's veto everything that isn't mission critical, and let's focus the legislature on solving the jobs climate, cutting government spending, and fixing education.
So how would Whitman jumpstart the creation of jobs?
The very first thing I would do is actually put a moratorium on all new regulations. As I have traveled the state, regulation is strangling businesses of all sizes.
And she would target tax credits for hiring and eliminate the sales tax for manufacturers buying new equipment. How would she deal with a legislature that is dominated by union-backed candidates by using a weapon even the president doesn't have, a veto pen?
This is how the governor lets the legislature know what he or she will or will not put up with. You have to be very consistent in your vetoing.
Whitman will stick with her three main themes: jobs, cutting spending, and education. She says compromise and leadership and focus will bring results.
Let's pull the legislature together and say, okay, who wants to be on the jobs team? Who wants to be on the education team? And while Republicans and Democrats will disagree on the right solution to fix education, at least we'll be all focused on the same problem.
Now, there's no question her campaign themes have resonated with Republican voters. And if the polls are right, they're resonating with the Democrats, too. Right now, she's pulled even with Jerry Brown, the only Democrat running, even though that's not official yet. Alan?
KUSI-free week. You got to wonder what they're thinking up here in Sacramento. Steve, you mentioned she has some good polling numbers. What do they show?
Well, the latest poll done by M4 Strategies, they're out of Costa Mesa, it shows Whitman with 60% and Steve Poizner, the other Republican, at just 12%. So she's ahead by a factor of 5 there. Although Poizner really hasn't started his media blitz as yet. And it was a field poll that had Whitman and Brown running even.